Are you manifesting a life that you truly want or a life that you think is going to make other people happy? Are you a hopeless people pleaser? And if you are you happy people pleasing? I'm willing to bet that you're not. If you want to know how to stop people pleasing today and put your needs first, then watch this video. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. My name's Joanna M. Cameron. I'm a licensed mental health therapist. I'm a life coach. I'm a mom. I'm a wife, flight attendant, and an author. I'm all the things, and you too can have all the things that you desire in your life, but you gotta stop pleasing others first. So go ahead and hit that like button on this video. If you decide that after you watch the video, you don't like the video, then just unlike the video. So we're gonna discuss in this video some of the things that you may be doing that are people-pleasing tendencies and how you can reverse that and completely get out of that and put yourself first. So one of the biggest things that people do when they're people pleasers is they're putting other people's desires and expectations above their own. And this keeps you from manifesting anything that you want in your life because you're second guessing what your own desires are. You are not finding the same value in the things that you want as you are in other people's. Yes, I know sometimes it's easier on the outside looking in and you look at other people's lives and it's easier for you to kind of give them what you think they need more so than you can see what you really need. But what it really boils down to is self-worth. And you're struggling with seeing your own desires and needs as being worthy of the value that you're giving to others. So people come and pull at you and they'll have these expectations and want you to prioritize them. You're giving to them and it makes it hard for you to reverse it. So when you find that that's something that you've been doing, you want to stop and ask yourself, why is it I'm so willing to drop everything in my life and give to somebody else, and I put everything that I need and desire and want on the back burner? Well, if you're struggling with self-worth and seeing the things that you want as worthy, we need to figure out why that is. What is it in you that's made you feel like your desires and things you want are not as important? Does it stem from your childhood? Does it come from something someone has imposed into your life and has told you over a period of time? You've got to work on breaking those thoughts, that thought pattern that you've allowed to invade your mind and make you feel like you're not worthy. So that can come with giving yourself positive affirmations on a daily basis. It can come by taking small steps towards achieving small goals and checking off a list when you achieve something. Doesn't matter how big it is, but as long as you feel like you're accomplishing and achieving something, then it makes your self-worth increase. A lot of times we don't pay attention to the things that we're achieving on a daily basis because we think maybe we should be doing that, or that's just the way it's supposed to be. And we forget to give ourselves any pats on the back or accept any praise from anyone else because we don't think it's worthy. I want you to start giving yourself praise on a regular basis. If you get out of the bed and you actually make your bed, that's an accomplishment. Some people just get out of the bed and go. Those are things that's going to boost up your spirit and make you feel like you've actually achieved and accomplished something in a day. So start checking off the little small achievements that you're making, and that's going to increase your self-worth and the way you see yourself and find value within your own life on a daily basis. So as you're increasing your self-worth, now you feel like you're finding yourself important, so now other people should find you important too. You could go really deep into this and working on that struggle from childhood to where we lost our value, lost our self-worth, but I'm not going to do all that in a video, but I could. But what I want you to do is, again, appreciate the small things that you're doing, boost your self-worth, and now you see that your time, your expectations, your desires and wants and needs are as important as someone else's. So that's something that's going to really help you in finding value in your own desires and kind of give you the boost you need to put yourself at the top of the list. Then the next thing that causes us to people please and put others' needs above our own. Fear of disappointing others. Why do we have this fear of letting someone down? I think sometimes we take on that role of caregiver, especially as women. We don't want to let people down. We don't want to make people feel bad, especially if they've reached out and said that they needed us. That's when you have to learn to set boundaries, because you're going to have to prioritize your time first, and then whatever you have left is what you can give someone else within a time frame. So I was talking with a client yesterday, and I recommended to her that she make a block schedule. She was struggling with people invading on her time and finding that she had very little time left for herself. And that was causing a drain and strain on her life. And so to be able to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're making sure that your own needs are met, you're focusing on manifesting your own dream life, you have to set boundaries. Set a block of time in your day, and that would support, setting out a schedule for your time and what it is that you have to accomplish. But set out just a very specific block of time. If you're someone who likes to help people, you have a block of time now to where it's okay that you do that. And yes, you do have to let other people know this, because if these are people who've been accustomed to having you whenever they reached out to you, now they need to know that you have new boundaries set, and they have a block. They have a block of time to where you can be of service to them. And that's if you choose to, because when you set new boundaries, you can set it for whatever you want. You can decide, hey, I don't have any time for anyone for the rest of the month, for the rest of the week, for the rest of the year if you choose to. But just make sure that you're putting it on your calendar in a block of time that gives them the space and time to reach out to you when it's convenient for you. And now you can release some of the guilt that you've been feeling about disappointing others, because you're still giving them some of your time, but you're choosing when to give them that time. They don't just get to pull and reach and grab and have your time whenever they choose, or whenever they want it. Okay, so make sure you're setting clear boundaries, share the boundary that you've set with them, and now you're not necessarily disappointing anybody. You're just making it clear that I can help you, but it's on my time. And another thing that a people pleaser will tend to do is overgive. So even if you're setting a boundary and you're giving someone a block of your time, you want to make sure that you're not overgiving, that you are not allowing them to drain your energy in that block of time that you have set aside for them. Just make sure that you've set boundaries on what it is that you're allowing them to take or need from you. So you have to be very clear on that. That means identifying the things that have drained you in the past, things that they've done, things that people have needed you for, that has just been a little too much. You want to make sure that you're giving yourself, or that you're leaving for yourself, enough energy to focus on the things that you want to focus on. People pleasers have a tendency to want to do everything, be everything for everyone. So sometimes you have to rein yourself in. Even if you've set a block and set a boundary, within that boundary, you want to make sure you're not just giving and giving and giving to the point of exhaustion. So that's definitely key. You want to make sure you're reserving some energy for yourself. And the best way to do that is to ask yourself, does this align with anything that I want in my life? Does my helping this person and giving of myself to this person, does this align with the energy and the path that I want to go on in my life? So sometimes you have to say no to specific people, specific things, if it doesn't align with the path that you desire to take. Things that you're allowing to be a part of your life should be in alignment with the direction you want to go. And that might actually mean that you're setting a boundary to cut people off. The faster you realize what aligns with your direction in your path, and you're crystal clear on what it is you want and desire in life, that's going to make it so much easier for you to set those clear boundaries and cut certain things out of your life, and to limit the time that you're investing into people and places and things. So you may find that after you go through these steps and you identify these things and do these things, that some people just have to go completely, and that's okay. Once you've understood now that you're worthy and you've boosted your self-worth by giving yourself the praise and checking off your list when you accomplish things, and you're recognizing yourself and your self-worth, once you've done that, once you set these boundaries, and once you realize that people are draining more from you than you want to give, and you're willing to cut some of those things off, you're going to be well on your way to manifesting a life that you desire for yourself, because now you're more focused. Now you're more clear on what's beneficial to you. So do these things and you'll see that the path to manifesting becomes so much more clear for you. There's some things you got to do to manifest a dream life. Yeah, it's nice to think that you can just throw it on a vision board and just poof, there it is, but you got to take some steps. You got to do some of the work. Any of those things you want to manifest, you got to take some steps first to align with the path that leads you to the manifestation. So can't skip everything. You can't skip it all and just assume that it's all just going to come to you just like that. It's just going to make it super easy for it to then come just like that if you follow the steps first and the foundation is laid that need to be set and laid before you start your manifestation process. So please leave me some comments below and let me know if you are a hopeless people pleaser. If you would like a free 15-minute consultation, just go to my link in my description and sign up on a time that works for you, and we can discuss how you can get on the path to manifesting a life that you truly desire. My name's Joanna M. Cameron. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. I truly appreciate you. Make sure you go back and watch some of the other videos, because it's going to give you all the tips that you're going to need to manifest the life that you truly desire. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.